Well, today I want to talk about building families. Okay, I want to talk about building families. And it's one of those things where you have to be careful. So many people, they get on, so many ladies, they get on birth control pills, and they think that they're okay. Okay, well, if you're eating waffles for breakfast, flour tortillas for lunch, and having beer at night, all that gluten changes your intestines so you cannot efficiently absorb the medication in the birth control pills, and you can get a breakthrough. You can be taking your birth control pills regularly, and you get a breakthrough and get pregnant, and you're not taking vitamins and minerals because the OB/GYN forgot to tell you about that part, and so the baby can be born with a birth defect, okay? The most common birth defects are heart defects, and then you get Down syndrome, you get cyclops, or you get one eye in the middle of the forehead, cleft palate, you get things like spina bifida, cerebral palsy, all kinds of things going on with the hands and the arms and the legs and so forth. So you get hernias and so on everywhere. And so what's going on here? Well, all birth defects are caused by nutritional deficiencies. I'd say 99.9%. Less than 1% are caused by toxic minerals like lead and mercury and uranium and things like that. And so you really have to pay attention to what's going on here. And so I urge you to take your 90 essential nutrients because, again, the OB/GYNs, when they put you on the birth control pills, they think you're covered. No, you're not covered because you can get a breakthrough and wind up getting pregnant, and then you miss 2 cycles, and you go back to the OB/GYN and you say, well, you're pregnant. And then when they do the scan, you find out the baby's got 2, 3, 4, 5 different birth defects. What's your choices there? And so to avoid all that, you have to stay away from the bad foods. No fried foods, no processed meats, no oils, no glutens, no wheat, no bright rye oats, no sugar, no carbonated drinks, and including the diet ones, because they have even the diet drinks have decarbonated water, which neutralizes stomach acid. You cannot efficiently absorb minerals and digest food. And so you really have to pay attention to these details. Even if you don't plan on getting pregnant, it happens, okay? And so you really have to be taking these 90 essential nutrients. And remember, women have 4 times the rate of osteoporosis as men. Women have 3 times the rate of MS, multiple sclerosis, in men. It's not a gender thing. It's a dietary thing, okay? So I urge you to pay attention to all those details and make it a ritual. As you go through every morning, and you're making sure you're taking your 90 essential nutrients, and even if you don't plan on being sexually active, you still should be taking your 90 essential nutrients, whether you're taking birth control or not, so that if a pregnancy does occur after a party sometime, or, who knows what's going to go on. And so you really have to be prepared for any eventuality. Otherwise, somebody, usually the embryo, is going to pay a price, okay? It's one of those terrible, terrible, terrible events, when a lady gets pregnant and then they do the scan and they say, oh my gosh, you got like 4 birth defects in this baby. You must have terrible genes. Well, no, we've never had any birth defects in our whole family, Well, okay. And so it's one of those things where, again, details. So I urge you to get a hold of the book Hell's Kitchen, get a hold of the book Epigenetics, get a hold of the book Dr. Wallach's Cooking Without the Bad Foods, get a hold of the book Rare Earths Forbidden Cures, and do a hair analysis. Chapter 10 of the book Rare Earths Forbidden Cures. It tells you how to collect the hair, how to box it up, where to ship it. Don't forget to put the check in there because the lab won't run the test without it. It'll tell you if you're absorbing. It'll tell you what nutrients are low, and it will also tell you if you have any toxic metals in a separate chart, like lead, mercury, uranium, and so on. And so it's worth it, to do those things because you cannot learn this information from a blood test. You cannot learn this information from a blood test. You can only get it from a hair analysis. And this is something you're going to have to be proactive at because the doctor is just not going to do it. Okay? He writes the prescription, kicks you out of the office, so he gets to the next patient. And so this is why we have gone to great lengths to put all this information in books and CDs and DVDs so that you can get a university education in nutrition. Get a hold of that set. The Truth About Nutrition. Okay, it's a book, it's a CD and a DVD, and this is, a college education in nutrition. You get more information in this set, The Truth About Nutrition, the book, the CD, and the DVD, than you would in 4 years of college on nutrition. Because all they're going to talk about is calorie counting and that kind of stuff. They really don't go into what foods do, what is in them. Just remember that vegetables and fruit cannot produce or create minerals. Now, they can create vitamin C, B vitamins, vitamin A, beta carotene, that kind of stuff, but they cannot create minerals. Minerals are there, and they suck them up if they're there.